Okay, well, I'm going to talk in English first. So my name is Wilson Velasco. I was born in Miami, Florida, and my parents are Colombian, and they came from Colombia about 30 years ago. A little bit about my childhood. So when I was young, I thought that I was raised to be Colombian. I ate Colombian food, listened to Colombian music. In principle, like, yes, was raised to be Colombian. However, oh, sorry. But then I came to realize I became kind of disappointed in Colombian culture because it just wasn't applicable. What you needed to do is be American. You have to do American things, like be immersed in American culture, and that's why I started to neglect everything Colombian in order to become American. But then after a while, I realized, after having studied ever so many years, that American culture, there's no such thing as like pure American culture, because American culture is a mixture of all different cultures. So the books that I read when I was little apparently were from the Tolstoy. The video games that I played were imported from Japan, and it's interesting because in Japan the businessmen thought that their games would be too hard for the American public. But nevertheless, they imported it, and it turned out to be a great success, which is why I think I was grown up to be Japanese to a certain extent. Now, что касается русского. So I started to learn Russian the last year of my high school, and it was my one of my majors throughout.
So by that time you were fluent in Spanish and American.
And so I started to learn Russian the last year of high school and did it throughout my 4 years here at Stanford University. I went to Moscow, went to Petersburg, went to Siberia for a number of months doing study abroad, and also I was teaching English in Siberia. But, oh yes, sorry. So I just wanted to say that when you grow up, it's impossible to grow up without influences from other cultures, because we just live in such a globalized society that you can't really avoid these influences. So we have basically unconsciously made the first step to becoming an international citizen. Now, why is it important to be an international citizen? And yeah, what is it useful for? So being an international citizen means...
That was so Russian, by the way.
Being an international citizen means that you can function in any different cultural environment. You can speak with other people, and not just speaking with words, but you can understand the meaning, the essence, and the point of view of that other person. And what else had I said?
So, and that means that you gotta learn the language to really understand the substance.
And the first step to that is learning the language, but then you really have to immerse yourself in a culture in order to fully appreciate and understand different cultures. Now, for me, luckily, learning different languages has given me a lot of different, very interesting experiences. Not long ago, I went to Mexico for a 4-day conference, and I had to translate from Russian to Spanish. Interpret from Russian to Spanish. And some of the people there, so one of the representatives from Central Asia was Tajik. He was a vice president of the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Cultures, and something of that sort.
From Tajikistan.
Yeah, of Tajikistan. And there's another one who was a председатель.
A board member.
Yeah, a board member.
Okay.
A board member on the Committee of Economics in the city Severodvinsk. And there were two others, but like, it's just so fascinating to meet these people from different cultures. And
so you were translating for them from Spanish to Russian and vice versa, while at the same time you know English, and you were able to meet these people only because you know all this.
Yeah. I first found out about the job through an email here at Stanford, and they were looking for someone who could speak Spanish and Russian, and I was one of the 3
Wow.
that know both languages. So yeah, the more languages you know, the more
Opportunities.
yeah, the more opportunities are provided for you, the more skill sets you have, the more jobs you can apply for. Yeah, just because yeah, it's important for.
And one more time, what's your name and what do you do at this